Hello and welcome everyone to this Warcraft replay. And yeah, game 3 of this ZOTAC 308 quarterfinals between Yange and Rain. It is game 3 and this is a best of 3, so obviously the score is 1-all. Yange taking game 2 and Rain taking game 1. Nothing really to say, to be fairly honest. The map is on Crystal Kingdoms, or Crystal Kingdom, whatever you want to say it. Very interesting map. I'm not going to show you everything, but you know, I've yet to see these destructible walls being utilized from a backdoor. It's generally protected so heavily by the respective players, either by placing a farm or something like that near this, or just destroying it entirely. Night Elves usually put Hunter's Hole next to it, but I'm not sure if Yange is going to do it. Either way, it looks like it's going to be a Death Knight. I was waiting for that. And a Warden. Obviously Yange sees how, I guess, potent the Warden can be. The problem is because Crystal Kingdom is not exactly easy to move around, I guess. I mean, there's so much obstacles, there's so many trees actually blocking the way. It could be considered a large map, or at least a large map for, what is it, the ZOTAC map pool. And yes, Night Elf is a Korean player, Yange. I think he participated in WEL, or at least he was in the qualifiers for best of 8. Oh well. Okay, Yange's starting out with the Ancient of War creeping right here. The Warden is going to get a Gloves of Haste. That will pretty much be the only item being dropped from that camp. Rain did start off with a Ghoul opening, like always, and is he going to move all his ghouls? Okay, then that's going to be a huge lumber problem. But it looks like he chose to creep out a very close camp. A green creep camp, I believe this is. Yes, it is. And he will be getting an item, which is... Oh, he does not get an item. Apparently it's a tome. Apologies on that. Ooh, Wisp. Would not be killed by the death coil. It would need one more hit from that skeleton, unfortunately. So you can see that Death Knight just so eager to get that death coil off that he can't do it. We're gonna have more archers, so it looks like we're not gonna have any huntresses anytime soon. Level 2 on the Warden, and she will most likely get Blink level 2. I'm gonna imagine Blink. Or, you know, Fan of Knives might actually be a possibility because it is mass ghouls, but to be fairly honest, it's not gonna be mass ghouls for a while. It's gonna transition into Crypt Fiends, which we will have a graveyard very soon, and tier 2 as well. And of course Shadow Strike's just already a good ability against ghouls, so yeah, kind of redundant to have both. It's such a mana sink. Okay, DK, what's he gonna buy? TP Staff. He might actually drop some wards and then maybe TP back, I don't know. Where is the Hunter's Hole? We are halfway to tier 2, so we'll probably see it very soon. Sentry wards, where's the DK? Oh, he has yet to be anywhere near it. Apparently he did place one over here. And we have the Warden going after these Acolytes, even the archers participating in this assault, but they will be forced to Shadow Meld. Oh, one of them was taken out, and the other one will most likely follow in pursuit. TB Scroll, I'm not sure if that's worth using. How many Acolytes actually taken out? About 2? It's... I'll explain later. Hunter's Hole is placed down. We have this DK just going straight after this Wisp. A detonate right there. it was a safety precaution from Yange, but oh well. Either way, it looks like we might have another Ancient of Lore play once again, seeing as it did work out in game 2. What I'm saying is that didn't look worth it to me was, I mean, we did lose 2 archers, and we only got 2 acolytes. It was a failed attempt, really, mainly because what, or at least in my opinion, Yange's intent was to either force Rain to mine with 2 or 3 acolytes, or he could force a cancel on that tick upgrade, which would have been devastating, by the way. But you know, you had to sacrifice economy or technology, so that's what I guess that's what Yange was trying to do. Unfortunately, you know, Rain didn't face that problem because his tier 2 was almost completed. So all he could do is just wait a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get the timings of those harassments out. It looks like this wisp might be forced to get detonate off. Oh no, it's gonna get to the... Oh, apparently those skeletons can hit them. Wow, Yange is losing a lot of wisps. This one might actually be forced to detonate right here. No, we're having a fight over here? Ah. Ah, I can't believe I missed that. It looks like the Death Knight took a little bit of a beating, but he was able to get level 3. But it looks like the Warden got the item. Wand of Illusion, and we have Panda as a second hero. Huh. Panda second hero. It's gonna be interesting. Drunken Haze as well is an opening. So he's combining a little bit of game 1 and a little bit of game 2. Usually the first hero to back up the Warden would be a Panda, but game 2 really called for a Naga Sea Witch just for the early chase potential and I guess pickoffs. Warden is very close to level 3, but she's gonna back off from this camp, which I'm not sure why. This Watcher Tuskar camp is gonna be taken out, but like I said, this is pretty much the most worthless Watcher camp ever, because you know, unless your opponent's like here and you're here, they will not be running to this Goblin Laboratory anytime soon. They'll most likely go to their own, yeah, which is a little bit of a problem. Level 3 on that Warden, and we have the Lionhorn of the Stormwind for the Panda. That was probably the item from the Warlord. So, good item, I guess. +1 armor to every friendly unit. It could most likely be sold, which we just saw right now. Sentry Ward being placed down, taking out Rain's own Sentry Ward. Nice job, I guess. So the aura item gave Yange that 200 gold, which is a lot. Yeah. Rain got himself his Lich, so he has tier 3, and he is researching, or at least upgrading, Destroyer form. He does have another Acolyte as well. We might see a Sacrificial Pit being placed down, just for the sole purpose of that. Blue Drake is going to awaken, and this Ancient of War will most likely die. There is no tree close to him for him to consume, and yet, that's apparently the case. Drunken Haze on that Blue Drake, so his DPS will severely be reduced, but apparently Drunken Haze already worn off. If I remember correctly, Drakes are not exactly immune to magic. I think they're resistant to magic. It's just a little reduced intake, I guess. It's kind of like the Rune Braces. That might be it, or I might be wrong completely. Either way, tier 3 for Rain, so he does have a third hero. Apparently the Wisp was taken out by another Death Coil. Again, it's one of those moments where you want to weigh the value of that decision, because it is almost 10 minutes, and would you really want to Death Coil at a Wisp? I don't know. Either way, absorption right there, nicely done. and it's going to use that to actually go against the own Shadow Priest. Either way, Warden's going to go in once again. We're going to have a Shade. Fan of Knives right there. We're not going to hit the Shade whatsoever. The ghouls are going to be taken out. This one will be. Definitely. There we go with another Fan of Knives. And a TP scroll. It might be a little too late though. It looks like Yange is going to face a little bit of problem right here. Nope, he is not. He's only going to lose one Dryad. Okay. A little bit of a late TP scroll in my opinion, but he got out with less losses than I would have thought. And of course Shade is, or does have true sight, so he was able to spot that sentry ward placed down from Yange earlier on, so he was able to take it down. Looks like this Watcher camp's going to be cleared out as well. Rejuvenate on that Panda, and the Warden is actually going to sit back and watch. The Panda will get probably most of the experience, I think all of the experience if I'm not mistaken. And there's level 3, so level 2, Breath of Fire. Oh, if only. Oh yes, Rune of Watcher right there. Please take that Shade down. No. Why? Why would he do that? Why would the Shade live? Oh, I thought that he would take it down. Oh well. Blue Drake taken out, and it's going to be the Wand of the Wind. Not particularly a good item, but... or at least not an item you would expect from a Red Drake, but it doesn't really matter. Wand of Wind is a powerful item to actually change the tides of battle, if you will, I guess. I mean, Cyclone. Cyclone's good. This Red Creep camp's gonna be cleared out. We have a Drunken Fire from this Panda. He does have the Talisman of Evasion from an earlier camp, I forgot which one. And we have a Spike Collar being picked up. Given to the Warden. Spike Collar, that is going to be able to summon a Fell Stalker. Not one of the most powerful summoned units whatsoever, but it is, I guess, a fair substitute for a Demon Hunter, I believe. I think these guys can actually go for a mana burn, a level 1 mana burn at that, but, you know, it's still a valuable skill to actually have. Plus, I think it is chaos damage, so that makes it worthwhile, I guess. Okay. So we have an hilarious feeling of accuracy apparently from this Warlord camp most likely. Level 4, level 3, and most likely level 2 Dark Ranger. Yep, very close to level 3 though. Oh, speaking of which, from the beginning of the game, we are going to see a play from this destructible wall. Huh. Fellstalk will most likely be used right now. I mean, if you want to do as much damage as possible, he'll probably do it. Breath of Fire right there. Very nice combination with a Fan of Knives. And there we go. I don't think he suffered any losses whatsoever. No, he did not. Oh, apparently he did. Sad Archer was left out. However, the upside is, I guess, that it stopped Rain from mining gold a little bit. And of course he did take out, I believe, 2 Acolytes once again. Okay, this Red Creep camp is going to be cleared out. Elder Shaman has yet to be taking some damage. Oh, there we go. And the item is going to be a Potion of Restoration. That is a combined greater mana potion and a greater healing potion, so yeah, that is nice. Although I think the greater mana potion is 300 mana. That might be too much. Nah, it sounds about right. Abomination. No upgrades though. Oh, wow, the Spiderling's actually gonna go forth? What happened? I have no idea. We will have some hippogriffs though. They're probably just there for the purpose of going after those destroyers. However, there's only one. There's only one at most of the time, which might not even call for a fleet of hippogriffs. But you may never know. Okay, level 4, level 3, close to 4 though. I believe the Dark Ranger is already at 3 now. Yes, she is, and we will have a Temple of the Damned, most likely for the anti-magic shell, but to be fairly honest, actually not fairly honest, but still, if Yange wants to win, he needs to go before the Temple of the Damned can get out Banshees. Because not only will Fan of Knives and Shadow Strike be just completely, cancelled out, so will Breath of Fire. And I know that Yange finally went to this location, but still, it doesn't count. Doesn't count. Okay, Death Coil on the Archer. Still not enough to kill her though. But we might have... Oh, the Lich is coming out, but he does not have Boots of Speed. There we go with the Frost Nova right there. It's going to slow that bear a little bit, but there we go with the Stat Preservation nevertheless. Okay, here we go. The DK might be the biggest problem so far. Able to pick off that Archer. Apparently we do have Frost Armor on that DK as well. Expansion for Yange. That's a thing. Unfortunately, it will be spotted. That is unfortunate for him. I don't think it's going to force a cancel though. It might actually force Yange to TP in if he can actually keep his army in check. I don't know. It might actually be destroyed in time. Oh yeah, it's gonna be destroyed. No way would have Yange actually got that. Man, what disappointing. Fortunately, it did not burn the TP scroll. What is that sound? No, apparently it was a ziggurat. And this is not good. We have additive training. These Banshees will be able to cast their anti-magic shell. I don't know, we saw Wardens and Brewmasters actually break the shell and nevertheless still do a ton of damage. So let's see how this will actually work out. At the same time, those Banshees do need to have enough breathing space to actually put the shells on everyone, or at least the vital ones at least. Anti-magic shell is... I'm not sure how much mana per cast, but it's obviously not spammable. Army supply is 63 versus 67, and it does look like the Fellstalker is out. Fairly strong, stronger than a Fell Beast at least. We have 5 bears, 5 dryads, and 2 hippogriffs. Make that 3 hippogriffs and 1 more dryad versus 2 statues, I think 2 destroyers, abomination, and 4 crypt fiends. Panda, he could probably get level 4 from this creep cap. I'm not sure why he is not doing so. There we go, looks like he has finally gained the motivation to do so. You are not going to leave that one, are you? Wow, he is. Why would he do that? I don't know. Yange might not see the purpose of that. He might as well just get level 4 during the fight. I don't know. Either way, 76 versus 69. It looks like Rain is going to take the lead here. He has a lot of Banshees as well. He's going to get his 5th one. Oh, 5th Banshee. We have 2 abominations. 3rd one coming out. That kind of reminds me of game 1. Triple abominations were a huge pain. But we do have a Warden though. Unfortunately, she's not level 5. So that might actually be the biggest, I guess, difference from game 2 to this game. And if she cannot get to level 5 anytime soon, things are gonna be hard. Abomination number 3 is coming out. Wisp is... what it's doing? It's probably just used for a reveal, I guess. I can't imagine sappers being played at this point in time. Generally he can't hire sappers from this laboratory, I don't think. It would give it away. And here we go. Army supply of 80 versus 69. Heroes are level 3, level 3, level 4. Plus we have that very powerful potion of restoration that could be given to any one of these heroes. Plus a full 15-second vulnerability potion and 3 charges of Cyclone. We also have an hilarious Field of Accuracy, another 15-second invulnerability potion, and the 7-second invulnerability potion. We have 1 charge of Healing Wards and the potion of invulnerability, and we have a Warden with these items. I mean, you can see it right now. The Fellstalk has now expired. It did not do very well in my opinion. Talk about bad timing. Yange just missed the shade, I think. Where's the shade? There we go, there's a shade. Okay, let's see how this will turn out. It's... wow, I think both players are just waiting for the other guys to go to them, which is very, very boring. 88 versus 77. Again, this is going to be come down to the battle between who has the biggest army, I guess. Do we have upgrades? We have 2 upgrades for Yange. This might actually go out in his favor. Who knows? Oh no. Apparently the Crypt Fiends and the Abominations have 2 upgrades as well. Nope. Not the Abominations. Destroyers, I meant. Army supply of 89 versus 80. Oh, is he actually going to go for the high upkeep? He knows that he can't win without it. I mean, I'm not sure if he realizes his opponent has gone to high upkeep, but he's got to suspect it, I guess. It is very, very late game. 22 minutes. It's not very, but it's still late game. Anti-magic shell on everyone except the banshees themselves. Invulnerability potion right there. Fan of knives. Nice anti-magic shell actually preventing the death of that banshee, and this is not looking good. The Warden spent so much mana already. We'll probably have TB staff being purchased. Huh. And a Haunted Gold Mine as well. Apparently the Wisp has spotted this, so in the back of Yange's mind, if he cannot win this battle, it's already over. Even if he, wins this battle and loses a majority of his units, it is already lost. Let's see how this will turn out. It looks like most of the Undead army is compact, but at the same time the Night Elf army needs to set up. And let's see how this will go out. Fan of Knives. The shields have yet to be broken. There we go with the Drunken Fire right there. Detonations everywhere, left and right. Cyclones being used on the Panda, and the Panda is going to be abolished magic right there. 1 Abomination being taken down. Silence has been cast. And let's see how this will turn out. The Warden, where's the Warden? I have no idea where the Warden is. There she is, going after the destroyers. We currently have 2 in the air right now. A lot of bears being taken down though, which is going to be a problem. Ancient of Lore is battling it out with an Abomination. GG from Yange, and that is going to be game. Rain is going to win this series. Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed this Warcraft series, and I'll see you guys again next time in a series I don't know what it will be. Take care.